The world was jolted awake by a sudden escalation in one of the planet's most volatile maritime flashpoints. Headlines blared as the Chinese Coast Guard rammed a Philippine supply vessel in the contested waters of the South China Sea, sending shockwaves through diplomatic circles worldwide. It was December 6, 2025. In the tense, disputed waters of Second Thomas Shoal, what began as a routine resupply mission for the Philippine military quickly spiraled into a full-blown crisis, drawing the eyes of the world to this remote reef. Two small Philippine boats, Unaizamai 1 and 2, raced against time and tide to deliver vital food, water, and fuel to Marines stationed aboard a grounded warship, an outpost symbolizing Manila's claim to the shoal. Towering Chinese Coast Guard ships loomed on the horizon, their imposing presence a clear message. They aggressively maneuvered, blocking the smaller boat's path, determined to assert Beijing's control over the disputed territory. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Filipino crews pressed on, their faces set with determination. Outmatched but undeterred, they knew the world was watching their every move. Suddenly, a Chinese vessel veered sharply and rammed Unaizamai 1. A deliberate act of aggression that stunned onlookers and escalated the standoff to a dangerous new level. The impact sent sailors scrambling across the deck, alarms blaring. Their mission, once routine, was now a symbol of national resolve and defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. As if the ramming wasn't enough, powerful water cannons erupted from the Chinese ships, drenching the second boat and battering its crew. Yet, the Filipinos refused to turn back, clinging to their mission with unyielding resolve. The world watched, live and in real time, as a remote shoal in the South China Sea became the epicenter of a global confrontation, with newsrooms and governments scrambling to respond. This was more than a maritime clash. It was a direct challenge to international law, the rules-based order, and the principle of freedom of navigation that underpins global trade. Battered but unbroken, the Philippine supply boats pressed on, their crews embodying the courage and resilience of a nation unwilling to yield its sovereignty. In that moment, the South China Sea's simmering tensions ignited for all to see, marking a turning point that would echo far beyond the waves of Second Thomas Shoal. At the heart of this standoff stands the BRP Sierra Madre, a rusting W-2-era ship, grounded deliberately in 1999 to assert Philippine sovereignty. Its corroded hull is both outpost and symbol, manned by Marines enduring isolation and hardship. For Manila, the Sierra Madre is a non-negotiable line in the sand, a daily act of defiance against Beijing's claims. Every supply run, every patch on its hull, is a statement. The Philippines will not yield. China demands its removal. The Philippines refuses. The Marines aboard are more than soldiers. They are living symbols of national resolve. Their lonely vigil has captured the nation's imagination, turning a decaying ship into a monument of sovereignty. The Sierra Madre is proof that even a rusting hulk can anchor a nation's will. Here, sovereignty is not just claimed, it is lived, day by day. Against overwhelming odds, the Philippines holds firm. The confrontation at Second Thomas Shoal played out in real time, thanks to embedded journalists and instant global broadcasts. Raw footage of Chinese aggression left no room for denial or diplomatic spin. The world responded. The US, EU, Japan, and others condemned China's actions as dangerous and illegal. The Philippines' strategy of transparency flipped the script, exposing Beijing's tactics and rallying international support. Suddenly, Filipino sailors became global symbols in a David and Goliath struggle. The incident spotlighted the stakes: freedom of navigation and the rules-based order. China was forced onto the defensive, its narrative challenged by undeniable evidence. The world was no longer a passive observer, it became an active witness. The fight for the South China Sea was now a global story. The images from Second Thomas Shoal ignited outrage and unity across the Philippines. Public opinion demanded action. No more defenselessness, no more humiliation. President Marcos Jr. seized the moment, pushing for a historic boost in military spending. The message was clear. The Philippines must be able to defend its territory and people. For decades, the military focused inward. Now, the real threat was external. The nation called for a credible deterrent, not just more ships, but real self-respect. Modernization became a rallying cry, uniting Filipinos across political divides. The courage of sailors at Second Thomas Shoal demanded better tools. The country resolved, never again would its defenders face overwhelming odds alone. A new era of national defense had begun. The government launched Horizon 3, a sweeping modernization of the armed forces. The Navy is acquiring modern frigates and corvettes, finally able to patrol and defend distant waters. The Air Force is getting new fighter jets and radar systems, making Philippine skies less vulnerable. The Coast Guard, once minor, now leads white hull patrols with new ships from Japan and France. These upgrades mean more frequent patrols, better protection for fishermen, and real-time documentation of illegal activities. Coast Guard presence allows the Philippines to enforce its laws without immediate military escalation. New equipment is already making a difference. Sovereignty patrols are now a reality. Fighter jets scramble to intercept intruders. Coast Guard vessels shadow Chinese ships. Horizon 3 is more than hardware, it's a new national strategy. The goal, a shield for the nation's waters, resources, and dignity. The Philippines is building real deterrence for the future. The Philippines' modernization is supercharged by a revitalized alliance with the United States. This partnership, built on decades of trust and shared values, is now more dynamic and essential than ever before. As both nations face new security challenges, their cooperation has become a cornerstone of regional stability. The Mutual Defense Treaty is stronger than ever. An attack on Philippine forces in the South China Sea now means a U.S. response. This clear commitment sends a powerful signal to any potential aggressor, reinforcing the resolve of both nations to defend their interests and uphold international law. Joint military exercises like Balikatan have grown in scale and complexity, now simulating real maritime and air defense scenarios. These drills not only sharpen combat readiness, but also foster trust and seamless coordination between the two militaries, preparing them for any contingency. U.S. ships and surveillance aircraft regularly operate alongside Filipino forces, sharing intelligence and building interoperability. This close cooperation ensures that both sides can respond quickly and effectively to emerging threats, whether at sea or in the air. American support goes beyond hardware. U.S. experts train Filipino pilots and crews, ensuring new systems are used to their full potential. These training programs build lasting expertise and empower the Philippine military to operate advanced technology with confidence. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, U.S. forces can preposition equipment and rotate through key Philippine bases. This forward presence allows for faster deployment and greater flexibility in responding to any crisis that may arise. This arrangement enables rapid joint response to crises and signals U.S. commitment to the region. It also enhances disaster response capabilities, allowing both nations to work together in times of natural calamity or humanitarian need. The alliance complicates any adversary's calculations and raises the cost of aggression. By planning together and sharing intelligence, the U.S. and the Philippines create a united front that deters hostile actions and preserves peace. The U.S.-Philippine partnership is now a living, breathing deterrent. It stands as a testament to the strength that comes from unity and shared purpose. It provides not just weapons, but confidence and strategic weight. The presence of advanced equipment and allied support boosts morale and demonstrates a tangible commitment to defense. The Philippines is no longer alone in defending its sovereignty. With American backing, it stands stronger and more secure, ready to face any challenge. Together, the Allies send a clear message: the rules-based order will be defended. Their unity reassures partners and warns those who would disrupt peace. The region is watching, and so is the world. The actions taken today will shape the security and prosperity of the Indo-Pacific for generations to come. The Philippines can't match China ship for ship, so it's adopted the porcupine strategy. The goal: make any attack so costly and difficult that it's not worth the risk. Land-based anti-ship missiles, coastal radars, drones, and sea mines turn the archipelago into a dangerous maze for any invader. The strategy leverages geography, thousands of islands, long coastlines, and layered defenses. It's not just about weapons, it's about total defense, involving communities and cyber resilience. The aim is to buy time, inflict damage, and give allies time to respond. By making itself a hard target, the Philippines makes conflict less likely. Deterrence, not war, is the real objective. Modernization comes at a price. Billions redirected from schools and hospitals to defense. Yet, most Filipinos see this as an investment in the nation's future, not just an expense. For coastal communities, the stakes are personal. Harassment by Chinese vessels threatens their livelihoods and identity. Navy and Coast Guard patrols offer hope, letting fishermen return to ancestral waters. The push for a domestic defense industry is creating jobs and reducing reliance on foreign suppliers. The struggle for the West Philippine Sea is forging a new national identity, one of unity and pride. Stories of bravery inspire the nation to endure the costs. Defending sovereignty is now seen as essential for both security and the soul of the Philippines. As of December 7, 2025, the South China Sea remains tense, a region where uncertainty lingers on the horizon. Yet, the Philippines stands more united and capable than ever before, drawing strength from its people's resilience and a renewed sense of national purpose. China's pressure continues, but it is now met by a confident Philippine presence, bolstered by unwavering U.S. support. The balance of power is shifting, as the Philippines asserts its rights with determination and clarity. Supply missions to the Sierra Madre persist, each one a victory for international law and a testament to the courage of those who serve. Every successful delivery is a message to the world: the Philippines will not yield. Fishermen, protected by their own Coast Guard, reclaim their waters with renewed hope. Their livelihoods, once threatened, are now safeguarded by vigilant patrols and a promise of security. Horizon 3 advances, building the nation's defensive quills. Modernization is no longer a distant goal, but a reality unfolding on land and at sea, empowering the armed forces to defend the nation's sovereignty. This is not preparation for war, but a quest for peace through strength. The Philippines seeks stability, not conflict, believing that true security is achieved by being ready, not by being aggressive. The U.S. alliance provides the critical backstop: hardware, training, and diplomatic weight. Joint exercises and shared resources deepen trust, ensuring both nations are ready to face any challenge together. Together, Manila and Washington show that alliances matter in a complex world. Their partnership is a beacon of cooperation, demonstrating that unity can deter aggression and foster peace. The struggle is about more than territory. It's about the future of the Indo-Pacific. The choices made here will shape the region's destiny, affecting trade, security, and the lives of millions. The Marines on the Sierra Madre, the Navy's patrols, and Allied support all serve a single mission: to ensure the rule of law prevails. Their vigilance is a daily reminder that freedom must be protected. The peace and stability of the region, and perhaps the world, depend on it. In unity, there is hope for a future where nations thrive side by side, guided by respect and the enduring promise of peace.